against the floor to look for another door. I'm slipping to the mystery of the night. I know there is an easy way, but it is my choice anyway. Don't let me waste my time in futile thinking anymore. Faded, not to be tamed. Watch me, I never will lean upon you. I can go by myself, I in the freedom. Time never stopped away from me. Looking for answers and looking for the clue. Flying the Nobody taught me to hint, live a happy life of a dream. I'm not waiting for a fortune teller. I feel that my wish will come true. I never thought I had to that line. Is it my treasure? Tell me what I really look for. Fancy came to my mind. It leads me to somewhere far away. Distant place, distant time, fly in a free
Everything should be going fine now. Let me double check. Yeah, I think everything's working fine. Alright. Turn this up a little. Alright. Hi everyone. Welcome to Cafe Autumn, where we don't care who you are as long as you're not a cunt. Today... Turn that down a little. So today we're back with more Metaphor ReFantazio. So last time we left off, if I recall correctly, yeah, the situation has not gotten better. And we have to figure out how to deal with the Princess Curse in a different way as opposed to the formula. Or at least find more ways to the formula. But, yeah, it's pretty much that's where we left off, and now we're working more for Luis, so... And also, Juna is a new member to the team. So, I haven't really done anything at all because we're still in the midst of the story, so I've just kind of been off of Metaphors, so I haven't really done anything, like help anybody or anything. But let's see here.
Wonderful.
So it wants me to search for clues about the Divine Lance. Let's see what we find out.
Wonderful.
All right then.
Wait, where's the... Wait, can I not get back to the Gauntlet Runner? Hold up. Can't talk to... I cannot talk to anyone. So I have to talk around. Okay. You heard the songstress Juna sing before. People love to talk about her looks, but they're missing the real appeal. Just listen to her. You'll understand. She sings and it's like charging into battle. Can't imagine what kind of life led her to sing the way she does. Nothing you or I can imagine, no sir.
Wonderful.
So I can't go back to the Gauntlet Runner. My thought process is most likely I'm just gonna have to keep walking.
Where was I?
Let's go to Academia because I feel like Moore's got to say something.
Would you look at this? Now then,
Special X.
you've acquired a new archetype.
Special experiments. To create items that certain archetypes utilize during battle.
Welcome.
Okay, what's this? Equipped to use mage skills, adds a resistance to ice and a weakness to pierce. So this is to cover up their weaknesses and resistances. Right? We got a Knight's Mask up, right? There's the Knight's Mask. You can also, I guess, go for the Thief Mask, too. Okay. Hulkenberg. Okay, wait.
I'm looking forward to it.
Is it a little 15, huh? I might be able to do that now. Okay, when's the last time I've... Ooh. Let's see. Merchant. Huh. Done. And for Juna,
I'll always aim higher. I've learned a new skill.
hold on.
Hey,
Yes. Grant me a moment.
got a moment?
Adieu. Would you look at this?
So you've cultivated the merchant. Another task done. At this rate, you'll be able to stand against Luis, nemesis to our ideals.
Incredible.
All right.
Goes more to the imagination.
Not only that,
Thanks to you, I've recalled an important memory. It concerns this fantasy novel.
Huh?
I want to hear this. Tell us, what did you remember? I was once on a journey myself, like you. I passed through many different cities in the course of my travels.
in truth,
As I journeyed, I wrote of my experiences, and this travelogue became the foundation of my fantasy novel. Is that so?
yes,
That fantasy novel is all the hopes and dreams of my travels made manifest. I've also learned and endured painful truths. They've served to remind me just how important dreams are to our lives. If that novel has been a source of support for you, the pain of writing it was worth it. You deserve my
Incredible.
praise. Such a novel is worthy of worship. Come now, that's a bit excessive. An author secretly hopes to hear that, but still. Still, how nostalgic. I had completely forgotten my travels. I wonder if those I met in the outside world then are all faring well. I hope one day I may live beneath the same sky as them once more.
but
I shudder to think the eternal solitude you saved me from. That, I can feel like a semblance of myself again is all thanks to you. At first my reasons were purely selfish, but now I'd like to be of help to you. I mean that, from the bottom of my heart.
may fortune favor your
Allows you
journey.
to preview all abilities for followers from the main menu. Okay. Truly, you seem like such a worthy of research. You seem like a subject worthy of research yourself. Eh?
Now then,
Let us widen our scope for the next research task by expanding your studies to a larger variety of archetypes. Seek more heroic embodiments and absorb their lessons. In doing so, your own virtues will become ever more prominent. So I imagine now I have to do the step up. Now instead of doing the base of the archetypes, I imagine now what I have to do is the next level up. So stuff like Magic Knight or Magic Seeker, I have to upgrade those to certain levels.
This one's important.
Study 15 different archetypes.
I can hardly wait.
What do I remember next? My research isn't the only thing I look forward to now. My memory itself is the prize to be unveiled.
You don't say.
You already studied quite a number of archetypes. Quite an excellent research partner by my side, I see.
Incredible.
Oh! Well, that was easy.
All right.
Coming up. Oh?
Did I?
Just now. No, impossible. What's wrong?
What happened?
Not quite.
Nothing, I just recalled some memories that are slightly unpleasant.
What?
Unpleasant memories. A memory of long ago, my time with a trusted comrade and his eventual betrayal. Though I cannot even recall his face.
It appears that...
I had deep trust in him, and so the wounds of my heart were equally so. Seems I never had an eye for. Maybe that was the king. Maybe that's how he got locked in here.
It'll be fine.
Don't you? Indeed. Should I deny my better judgment now, will we cast doubt on you as well? And that's the last thing I want.
I must apologize.
I find myself thinking in circles ever so often. Here, and kernels of doubt so easily grow to overshadow my mind entirely. For example, I believed I was conducting this research of my own volition, but is that the truth? Lately, I felt that my research may actually be by another will, that I only labored under their guidance. I'm so happy to indulge my memories restored, but now I wonder if some things are best left forgotten. Oh, I won't
Just
betray
trust
you.
me.
I thank you.
I believe you. No matter who I may be in the end, I would never want to betray you. My apologies. I didn't mean to let any bitterness slip out. Perhaps because I'm so unused to it these days, but I do so struggle with conversation. You truly are too kind to me. Thank you for being here. It means more than I can say. Okay, he's up at rank 5 now.
Often I find your words
I've just been adding in more because I felt it was useful, and I've already been ticking off some boxes. Mental wariness aside, we have further work to do. Your next task is to cultivate the heroic body-man of the commander, the general. Hey, looks like I called it. I thought at first this one was just going to be the, so instead of just getting started on certain ones, now I have to do the levels up, like the Magic Knight and the Magic Seeker. So, yeah, this is the logical next step. I'm sure this will prove to be a fine source of power, as well as further increase your royal virtues. With the treble, I'd say.
This one's important.
Okay.
I can depend only on
I
you.
would be happy if you could visit me again. You're all I believe in. So we need somebody to be the general.
Welcome.
Well, I'm not really going anywhere with that because the commander is level 1 for me. But Stroll, on the other hand, he's got level 14 with that. Alright. Let's
What
open
now?
up my items. Oh, hey, look at that! So, let's get Commander up. I'll leave that for that, but ultimately now I should be capable of
What
just
now?
taking him out with Commander, like leveling up a little bit, and then I should be able to unlock General. So yeah, it's coming along fine. Alright. Okay. Can't forget to pet the
That's a
cat.
good kitty.
Okay.
You'll come again.
So I was wrong in that I thought Moore was going to have something to tell me outside of regarding the story or anything, but it was worthwhile, so it was not time wasted.
That's terribly unfair.
Hear that speech of Milo's. Beauty is all, he said, among other nothingness. What disgraceful. Of course there'd be more to the world than beauty. How did this country become so full of fools?
That's enough now.
You're the fool here. Day in, day out, all I hear is whinging about Milo. There's really nothing to be jealous of, you know. I'm yours.
So foolish it arouses.
So you're that
great
Elder.
pity.
You've got some nerve. How dare you show your face in front of a believer? You had a Saintorus executed simply to prove your status, didn't you? Immoral, blasphemous Ilda. And it's not just your filth. Lately, there's been pagans loitering around, despoiling these areas too. And tainted barbaric tribes shall be punished by his eminence Forden, and by God!
Hey there!
Wow. Hear when we said about through all that crap though? About there being pagans nearby? At least we got something out of his disdain for the tribes other than a headache. wonder if any of them is still around. Let's search.
Wonderful.
Oh, fine.
Those able-bodied candidates gathering here for the exhibition in the Brave. This is the best. Can't wait to see them showcasing their skills in the Coliseum. These perfectly chiseled muscles straining against brutal beasts. Sure, yeah. But we gotta go eat beforehand, remember? So let's just tone it down for now. Man, this is a Wendy's.
You're...
Pledge support your Jin, you too good. Oh. A candidate. Not only that, but the Elder on everyone's lips. Have you come to impede my campaign? No. Just passing by. Even if you aren't doing anything offensive, your presence here is a distraction. I must gather as many followers as I can, after all. Noxious toad. It's more coming to if a scuzz bucket like him can become a noteworthy candidate.
What am I gonna do? Eh? Grand, innit?
What they gotta say? My story. No, I don't know anything, and I'm busy, so I'll be taking my...
Wait a second.
Hey, wait! Anything's fine, so whatever info you have. You know, for a popular candidate, your information gathering methods are awfully amateur. Did you speak to anyone else before calling out to me?
What do you think you're playing
You
at?
can't just talk to a couple people and expect to find what you're looking for. Put in some legwork, talk to everyone, and don't be picky. But with that said, you should choose the place you search carefully. There are plenty of people too busy to give you the time of day. For me, it's out for a tavern and ask patrons relaxing there. Now that's all I help I can give you. Good day.
Let's see.
He's actually kind of nice, isn't he? Want to take his advice and head to a tavern?
Dear me.
I mean, we got no real leads to go off of, so why not?
What am I gonna do?
Aha.
Wonderful. Hang on. That's the one from the exhibition. I'm just incredulous.
Excuse
I
me.
beg your pardon, but
Oh, it's
you
you
have
two.
business with
Why
me.
address me while I'm enjoying a meal? I'm a customer at this tavern. I have no obligation to respond to any unfamiliar fairies. If you want to know something, it's common sense to ask an employee first. Do you disagree? No,
sure.
I don't. Well then, let's talk to the lady who owns the place, shall we? Glad you understand. Good day to you.
I'm just
Hey,
incredulous.
listen. Huh?
Can I help you? Something tells me you're not here to eat. I've heard of Divine Lance. Divine Lance? Not sure that I'm the best person to ask about that sort of thing. No, wait. Someone outside was rambling on about that just a bit ago. He had a large mask on. Must have been Mistari. Seemed awfully bothered by it. He's bothered by the lance? Sounds like the guy you may know something. Any idea where he went? I believe he mentioned something about taking a boat to the island? He must be headed towards the coast by the Merchant's Bazaar, wouldn't you say?
Okay, so
If we hurry, we might be able to catch him. Let's head for the Merchant's Bazaar.
Hey, listen.
Okay, so we got a lead on something. So we took a boat, so chances are I need to ask a ferryman.
hey,
You Mistari, right? Are you the one they were talking about in the tavern? We're trying to learn anything we can about the Divine Lance. Maybe you could fill us in?
You see.
Seek your answers from the chief, not me. He's set to return the island via ship by any moment now. He'll be wearing a mask and carrying a staff, both passed down for generations.
then
If that's the case, we better hurry to the Merchant's Bazaar and search for a person in a mask.
Wonderful.
All right then.
I think credit where it's due, I really like that this fantasy world actually has, like, different races and diversity and actually plays with the idea of fantasy. Like, yeah, you got people who look like humans normally, sure, but then you have elves, you have, like, beast folk, you have people wearing giant masks and carrying staff, like,
Right then.
it's very creative. It's, in my mind, it's very reminiscent of, like, what Final Fantasy XIV does with its fantasy.
What is it?
I saw the village chief a moment ago. I heard he was participating in the tournament, but he appeared genuinely upset. I wonder if anything's alright.
Did you hear?
I don't think it's this guy, though. He's gotta know something about the Lance. Keep searching for the Merchant's Bazaar.
What is it?
I have to wonder if the Mastari we're looking for is going to be the next actual member of the team. Considering the track record, right? We have like a member belonging to member belonging to each different races. So it's very likely the Mastari would be another candidate,
Now
right?
what am I to do? Now how do I wind up here?
This is a candidate is protected by that special magic everyone's on about. You know, the one that prevents having a go at you. Sort of favoritism rubs me the wrong way. If the goal is to prevent fighting, why not cast that magic over everyone in the country?
Why is this happening?
If that were the case, we'd be unable to execute criminals. No ones would do as he pleased. Choosing a king would be a last thing on our minds. Here, but only the top candidates are protected. Couldn't they just systematically crash anyone with a half chance from the lower ranks? Not very sporting, eh? What will they gain from that? They're competing for the support of the people, not the last man standing. The majority of the citizens in the country are lowly commoners, using magic as a shield to crush the weakest cowardly and may even turn the potential followers off. In essence, it is those of low status who control the fates of those above them. This time, the elite do not hold all the power. And ultimately, the purpose of the magic is to prevent fighting among the top candidates.
What's going on?
This way, a final decision is left to the will of the people, which candidate emerges victorious in battle. Perhaps that was the intent all along. I see. Even those pompous sanctus leaders must be jolly while feeling the heat then, oh ho.
Look at that.
Now what am I to do? I wind up here.
Okay.
Well met,
Whoa.
eh?
Check this out.
Story over here.
I can't believe this. He would have them all take what they please. This same atrocity all over again. Damn him. And damn his crown theocracy.
He's in quite a state. Though I can hardly blame him, with everyone ordered to ransack his homeland. For now, how to approach him?
How about sympathy?
They've really crossed the line.
Wait. You're not with the Sanctus Church. One of the few who aren't, it seems.
I don't know much about divine relics, but I know all too well what it's like to see your homeland threatened.
Right now, the objective should not necessarily be getting necessarily the relic as much as it is to help people. And then by then, maybe we could get the relic as sort of a reward on some level, but right now I think it should be to help them.
The divine relics are symbols of our faith. More than that, they are the soul of our culture, our history.
Followers of the old native beliefs worship idols that are known to conduct magic, which they call divine relics. But unlike the igniters of modern times, they are primitive in make and function, and often dangerous. So said my studies, at least.
Oh, far from it. Divine relics aren't primitive in the least. That's just Sanctus propaganda. Really, it's the opposite. Most of these relics are powerful beyond belief, and igniters are just our crude imitations of them.
By any chance, could archetypes be a sort of divine relic? If igniters basically are just a cheap imitation, or rather, by all accounts, it's just it's a pale comparison to the genuine oracle, and archetypes are just being able to use magic without the need of an igniter, couldn't archetypes be a sort of divine relic? I mean, by all accounts, in order to awaken an archetype, you just need to rip the heart out of your chest, and it's a metal microphone. In its own way, I think, yeah, like, I think by all accounts, archetypes are sort of, well, I think by all accounts, archetypes are a sort of divine relic in and of themselves.
If you'd ever seen one yourself, you'd know the difference. They don't call them divine for nothing. With powers like that, they might as well have come from the gods.
You're that songstress. Didn't expect to hear all this from you, after what you said for the crowd.
Well, a job's a job. But as I'm sure you're aware, pagans aren't the only ones oppressed by the church.
You really are well informed. And it sounds like you know something of oppression. Did you perhaps come from the Mage Academy?
Details, darling. I've seen abuse of powers before, and I'd rather not see it again.
The other candidates seem bent on taking relics by any means necessary. But you all seem different.
To be fair, we are looking for one. The only relic we know by name right now is Dracodios.
The Lance of the Dragon God. So that's why you came up to me. I suppose anyone would want our homeland's greatest treasure. The Lance is no secret we're trying to hide. Truly, I hope mainlanders come by the scores to see it. Our village is on an island in the World Tree's embrace, where the Dragon God sleeps. On a clear day, you can see it from this land.
An island across the ocean. You mean Verga Island, then? 'Tis a large island in the inland sea. Most of its inhabitants are Mistari, and it remains the only place in the land where sanctism has not taken root.
I'm not out to abolish sanctism myself. I just don't want everything we believe in to be destroyed.
That's understandable. Like, honestly, I'm with that. Like, yeah, sure, sancticism has its problems, much like any religion, let's be real. It has there are problems with every religion. But, you know, abolishing religion entirely, abolishing a belief system for other people, just because you don't want your own culture and your own religion, your own past to be destroyed, like, that doesn't really seem fair. By all accounts, I agree with that sentiment. Yeah, you're just trying to protect your culture. You're just trying to protect what you believe in. I vibe with that.
So that's why you're in this race.
I thought I could change the world. And then I saw the truth. What a fool I was.
Well, technically speaking, from the looks of things, you're doing it all by yourself, so maybe that's just your problem.
I've not introduced myself yet, have I? My name is Edeni.
Nice to meet you.
Take my advice. Forget about Dracodios. We can't hand it over, and you'll never reach it anyway.
Well, we never take it by force.
We don't intend to take it by force.
Even if you did, you'll not find any ships that sail there. And that's only the first obstacle in your way. Take my word. It's no place for an outsider. It's time I stopped chasing a fool's dream. I need to face reality. And if you're smart, you'll do the same.
Well, sounds like Dracodios is on Verga Island somewhere. Is there really no ship passage there? This is the biggest port in the kingdom.
'Tis true. His words reminded me. Thanks to both sea currents and cultural tensions, the only merchant ships passing Verga Island embark from Montario.
But Montario's on the other side of the bloody sea. You can't seriously be suggesting we go there first and then loop back to Verga. We'd never make the deadline.
Then let's bally well conquer this inland sea ourselves. Don't worry, chums. I'm on the job.
Oh?
You worried about Lady Juna? Actually asking this time, not just prodding.
Shut up.
Tell. You still don't trust them, do you?
How can I? We've only known them for a matter of days.
He's skeptical, but he's not stupid.
Look, the whole Gladell mess, you really think they're innocent?
Then let's go with them, yeah? Me and you. You do whatever makes sense to you, Del. You know I'll follow wherever you go.
You never could keep your mouth shut, eh?
What the?
Wait a second. You're not saying this thing can sail now?
Dear God, now this really is One Piece.
Quite right. While you lot were hobnobbing at old Luis's soiree, I had his run all to myself. And believe you me, I got quite an eyeful. Came away full of ideas. After all, this old girl wasn't designed as a land runner alone. All about modular design, don't you know? Flexible jointage. So I did a bit of tinkering.
But why? We'd not even spoken of the island until moments ago.
Island Schmeiland, milady. Look at the map. What's our shortest route to Montario, eh? A straight shot through the inland sea.
So he was willing and prepared to get through this by all accounts before we even talked about this. Okay.
Huh. The man has a point. That never dawned on me.
Besides, I've kept my ears open, what? Here there be monsters and all that rot? You'll need more than a ship for these waters. You'll need a proper sea runner.
Oh, right! Nearest, you weren't at the exhibition, so you wouldn't know. Forden already killed the big sea monster out there. It had a huge head.
Really? Don't tell me you're making the trip in that.
Why are you two here?
Bodyguard duty, Lady Juna. We're along for the ride, especially since you're bound for some remote wild island.
These poor newcomers are working so hard and you still can't trust them. Or is it me you don't trust?
We're here on Master Luis's orders. I'm sure I don't have to outline the pecking order there. Or do you have a problem with us being around?
Rather, we're running short on beds.
Oh, don't worry. Del doesn't take up as much space as me.
Oh, belt up. Besides, you really expect this rust bucket to survive a night at sea?
If you don't like it, leave. Nobody's forcing you to come.
Looks like we're crewmates then. Nothing like a sea voyage for a bit of fun, yeah?
This is a fine mess. Wasn't expecting them along. What do you think their angle is?
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. They still suspect us.
They probably still suspect us.
I agree. We definitely crossed a line with the whole Gladel incident.
And from their perspective, it does seem a little too coincidental that they were looking for a rat, and the person they ultimately just happened to pin it on, that was a part of their cabinet, died. Right next to Juna and the newcomer, who seemed to slip away from the party. Yeah, I think anybody would find that suspicious.
Suppose that's that, eh? I'll do a last check on her amphibials and make sure she's shipshape. Give me a shout when you're ready.
Alright.
Well met, eh? Now what am I to do?
Stop!
Okay.
All right then.
Wait, the Merchant's Bazaar, isn't this...
Wonderful.
Let me double check. Yes, it is. It's a place where we can buy shit. Been wondering where this was.
What are you pining for?
Alright.
Now then.
Okay, so first off,
What now?
let me see here. Stroll is going to be a commander. Hulkenberg, I like her fine enough on Magic Knight. Him being assassin is fine. Juna, we'll have worked on Mass Dancer, that's fine too. And then I'm on Magic Seeker.
Good. I'm still getting stronger.
Gamma. Okay. Wait. Yeah, Gamma. Okay. And then we'll go to Juna.
I knew I could do it! I've learned a new skill!
Alright.
What are you pining?
Sailor Sword. This could be good for me.
Yeah.
Halberd, Fishing Harpoon. Automatically increases attack at the start of battle.
Indeed.
Ninja Blade.
Understood.
Ooh.
Alright, so let's take a look at some of the weapons I have. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Let's see here. 60, 80. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Yeah, okay. This is gonna make that much easier. I'll get rid of... Okay, that actually has more damage, though. I'll keep both of them, though. I think that's fine. Okay, have that up. Quartz Mace. Can be provided at church. I'll take that. And Sleepy-Eyed Katana. Get rid of that. Link Base Lords. Don't really have anything else for that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay.
Now then.
There we go. Now, let's head over to the armor shop.
Young man.
Welcome.
Everyone can use the waistcoat. Small HP recovery in battle. Maximilian dude armor. I'll get one of these. And let's give it to... honestly, I want to give it to Stroll.
Ooh.
Then I think... Yeah, we'll go for the Maximilian armor.
Indeed.
Give that to Hulkenberg.
Yeah.
Understood.
There. I think everyone's suited up. Oh, right, we had to do this. Seems that whatever gear that I have on a number of the characters is fine.
Understood.
Let's go and look at the... Okay, so we can sell this, sell this. Sell this, sell this. Keep that. And sell that.
Now then.
There we go. Got that equipped. No. Everyone else is fine. I think I'm good. Okay, so I should be good on that now.
Young man.
What now?
Yep. Everybody's got more armor and better weapons. Formation, do I care about that? Honestly, I think the team setup is perfectly fine. Juno, what does she do with her archetype? And I'll have her on the back line. Yeah, have her on the back line. My main character... Okay, that's fine. And then... Yeah. Have her on the front line. There we go. Okay, I think we should be good unless there's something that I'm missing.
Greetings. Well then.
Nice bracelet. I am good. I guess I do have to stock up on stuff like medicine.
Young man. What's this? Yeah? Thank you kindly.
Wait, is that building over there actually a... What it's called? This isn't... This is either an inn or a florist.
Ah, you've come.
Oh, never mind. This is actually where I need to go. Alright, so life-saving medicine. Okay, get 5 of those. Revival medicine. Those. And then what is this? 3 of those on the side. Those. Yeah. Alright. We should be good.
Thank you kindly.
Alright, I should be stocked up on everything now. I think we're good to take off.
Wonderful. what am I to do? Well met, eh?
Ready to depart?
Okay. 2, 3.
Virga Island is this spot right here. Wonder how many days away it is.
4? Yeah, because we'd be going here, setting up camp. Going here, setting up camp. Going here, setting up camp. So yeah, it'd be about 4 days.
Oh.
Seems like an odd route to get to Virga Island. We can't just go straight? This region's currents are a right pain, Miguel. We must go around and cross them unless they carry us off course. By my reckoning, it'll take us about 4 days and 3 nights, give or take. Yeah, that's about right. 3 nights to sea, huh? Old stroke can handle it. Juna and her 2 thorns in her side, her intentions may be high. Well, nothing to do but move forward. Jolly good! Rest assured, I'll get us through these waves to Virga Island gently as can be. This really has turned into One Piece now.
Tis actually moving. A fine effort.
Was it ever in doubt? You're the master of the helm, my dear.
Virga Island, eh? Well, I can say it's wholly foreign to me.
Tis a land within an archipelago where many Mustari live. I've heard their faith involves a special maiden of some kind.
How have they managed to avoid the church's influence? I doubt they've the manpower or arms to fend off the crown theocracy.
Maybe it is just the way of the ocean. The church just kind of gave up on that.
There's something there that could overturn history, as the Sanctists tell it. Something so damning they couldn't even afford their soldiers seeing it. So the rumors say, at least. Might just be a conspiracy theory.
As for this dragon god's lance, we shall need to negotiate.
If negotiations are even on the table.
Ugh, why all the fuss? Just kill them and take it.
Nothing else works, yeah? Keep it simple.
It's always kill, kill, kill with you two.
Hey, Lord Luis's orders. Don't need to tell you, do I?
Yet you'd impugn Count Luis's reputation with wanton massacre. Simple, was it?
Ugh, give it a rest. Are we there yet?
Hard to talk strategy with those two hanging around.
Ladies and gentlemen, feast your ears on this! The elder boy candidate seems to have crossed the channel to the island! On a gauntlet runner too!
Is he alright? They say the waters are clear amongst us now, but...
If he made it, that means my husband can go out fishing again, doesn't it?
I have to say, I expected at least one daredevil to try ploughing straight through the inner sea, but I never thought it'd be that boy.
That's the same lad who exposed that lady from Martira, isn't it? He's not bad.
But Virga Island's infamous people, treacherous. Even the crown theocracy struggled with them for years. So how will this shake out? The festivities have just begun.
The Gauntlet Runner takes to the water in its new form, setting out to the wide open sea. Their destination, Virga Island, an enigmatic foreign land that not even the long arm of Sanctism can reach.
Oops.
Hira speaking.
Heisman's got his fishing gear laid out on the deck. If you're keen on learning, ask him. Can't promise I'll stop you if you slip overboard, though, so be careful. Oh, we can get fish now. Okay. So before I forget, I want to do one small thing. Because I just got this suspicion that we're gonna be meeting a certain pink-haired queen's candidate. Might want to prepare just in case for that.
All right.
Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, he doesn't need fire, so instead I will give him... I'll give him Dark Sword. She's got an igniter on her, so that's fine. I will bring her up with shield arts though. Eyes me if I need to. Go for the bot. And Juna. Don't have anything set on her.
All right.
I'll have that up, but Tetra break.
All right.
I'll go for the Marika Kaja. All right, that should be good.
Well met.
Hold on. Can I talk to them?
Seriously.
I don't know what's a rubbish excuse of ship I'd find, but I got to admit, insides are impressive. Compared to the rest of it, at least.
All right then.
You know what? Yeah.
All right then.
We just opened up fishing, right? Let's give it a shot.
Right away.
Hey, Juna. A sea breeze is perfect until you smell the fish and you feel your hair. Quite ready to make landfall, actually. Even moving in such speed, it looks like I can still catch fish. No idea how that works. Perhaps they've been drawn by the runner's magma crystals, or perhaps they're just curious. Either way, I certainly won't want for entertainment on our way to the island.
Oh, jeez. Understood.
The truth is,
Indeed. I thought I'd do some fishing, but I don't have any good bait. You may think that might work.
then
Oh my, tailbait. Those fish won't know what hit them. Let's cast. I'm more tired than I realized. I will shake this. Give in to nap time. Suppose I'll try that then. And then he falls over. Imagine that. He just falls asleep and goes, woo! A bite. It's a strong one, but I'm stronger. Well, look at that. Well, I never. We've undone ourselves, lad. Lord of the Lake and Queen's Honey Jar.
here we go.
Dungeon and strategy lurk beneath the surface of the calm. That's what makes fishing a beloved pastime. The results hardly matter. In fact, don't bother asking how many I've got.
Then
Well, as much as I hate to say it, I think it's about time we call it a day.
As the sun dips below the horizon and the stars begin to reflect off the water's surface, the gauntlet runner reaches the shore. Lurking below the surface, in the black and fathomless deep, are the eager eyes of predatory hunters. But the party, safe inside their gauntlet runner, relaxes from the burdens of their voyage, gazing out over calm waters.
Being watched, so be careful with what you say. Look at this. I know it's literally just a water texture, but just look at that. You know, we haven't talked to Juna in a bit. Oh, it's in Sozo. I'm so bored, and I'm not just in the mood to sing. It would be nice to have someone to talk to. So now we have to find the Mustari tribe's divine relic. Isn't that fabulous? Calling this absurd demand would be an understatement. But I must admit, if we can't handle this, then Luis will never acknowledge us. We absolutely must succeed.
Yeah.
As long as you're with us, we can do it. Of course. But don't forget, we're also relying on you to lead. Better do right by us. I'm just happy to have this opportunity to fight alongside you. Living under Luis's foot was a lonely place to be, you know? I've held my ground thus far, though, if I'm honest. I was scared the whole time. I had to talk myself into keeping a stiff upper lip, so to say. But being past that, I feel more hope than I've ever have. I'm not alone anymore, and I have faith that we'll save the prince.
Alright.
Quite a bit of imaginary. Staying up this late is terrible for your skin, but seeing as we're already at it, why don't we chat a bit longer?
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, goodness.
Smugginess is my worst enemy. I don't mind the ocean, but being at sea makes my hair 10 times harder to manage.
Sure.
I know exactly what you mean. Salty air makes it so much worse. Hulkenberg, what do you do with your hair at sea?
Yes.
Find that the sweat built up by a swinging weapon quickly relieves one concern of such trifling matters. Speaking of, would you care to spar, Juna? Oh, I don't think so. I'm quite the wrong person for that, in fact. I'll tell you what, if I find anyone to help comb out these knots, I'll see if I can find you a sparring partner. Two more days. I'd say the island is barbaric, but I wonder what it would really be like.
Alright then.
Worth talking to Stroll. Hey Sozo, good timing. I was about to do some maintenance on my weapons. If you've got the time, why not join me? It's as refreshing for the mind as it is for our battles.
Now then.
Alright.
Come look at this.
Oh, you lot aren't gonna believe the view I'm seeing outside! I'm hitting the brakes!
The gauntlet runner halts at a sandy hollow that suddenly arises from the sea. It is not an island or a reef, but a mass of sand expanding below sea level. There are many places in Oceania where the laws of nature fail, but here it is especially evident. The surface drops as though it were gouged out. Still, best not to be distracted by the spectacular. Monsters roam the deep, and tales of people being dragged below are not uncommon.
Incredible!
This is beautiful. Just a giant wall of water with all these fish going by. You know what it reminds me of? By all accounts, I know some people are probably going to connect the dots and say, oh, this is like Moses with the Red Sea. I mean, there's that, but in my mind, I'm just thinking of the Avatar moment where it's like they create a bubble underneath water and then just walk down, I think it was Serpent's Pass, and Momo just going out into the ocean to get fish.
Well,
This is what Magla anomalies are capable of. It's the same principle that maintains a water sphere in Briarhaven, but by Jove, this is on a whole nother level entirely.
boy.
Tell, you sure about all this? This water ain't about to come down on us, isn't it?
That.
Do you know how to swim, Bustle? Listen, mate, you best keep your nose out of places where it doesn't belong. Look, there's fish swimming in the wall of water. I've never seen such shiny fish.
Huh?
Hulkenberg, what are you doing? Hulkenberg!
Enough.
Come on. Thinking of spearfishing through the seawall, are you? Oh my god. I was really considering how I was good today's allotment of rations. She'd eat those weird looking fish without a second thought. In my mind, like you replaced the spear with her body. Just immediately her diving into that wall just to grab fish by the mouthful. I suspect that weird luminescence is a defense mechanism. They gather together in depths and shine to ward off predators. So Wilkins that they are, they travel together in the group. What does that remind you of? Must you sling barbs at every opportunity? It's exhausting. Besides, it's only natural for those lower on the food chain to seek advantages that compensate for weaknesses. Huh? I say, the shining scales will work as excellent dyes. Welcome, Bookmaker! Be sure to catch Astro. I'll need a few seconds to dissect.
As well.
As you wish. I shall catch enough fish that we shall all dine well. Please tell me. Damn it. I would love there to be just an animated sequence where it cuts to her just jumping through it like a dolphin. Just having Hulkenberg jumping through that wall. Just fish by the mouthful. I'd rather you didn't. The supplies we receive in town are more than meet the needs. Besides, the sky looks ominous. The storm likely approaches.
I see.
There's consensus and let's head back. I feel not the least bit of regret, I assure you. As soon as their backs are turned, she immediately goes for it.
Let's go.
He's got a point. Seawall even might collapse in the rain, and I'd rather not stay to find out. So catching the sight of the unexpected view has brought my wisdom.
All right.
And there you go, lad. A drawing of the wall. Made sure that the glowing fish were depicted as true to life as my hand allows.
As the water sparkling in the setting sun begins to lose the light shimmer, the gauntlet runner reaches the calm surface of the reef. Yet the day draws to an end, and all are left to wonder how to spend the evening hours.
What terrible rain. It'll be a storm soon enough. Can this vessel withstand it?
It's doing better than me, at least. Suppose we do owe Forden, if only because he handled that sea monster. Closure, etc.
Did we hit a rock out there or something? Back in a mo, I'll go sneak a look outside.
Those fool brothers are still abed, even in this tempest? Bloody Parapus. Almost makes one envy them.
Right, I heard. You aren't too fond of the Parapus. They both had horrible upbringings, those two. But they really do have kind hearts behind the glares. They've risked their lives for mine countless times. One time, I asked what I could do to repay them, and they came over all red-faced. We'd like to hear you sing, Lady Juna. Your voice is awful pretty, Lady Juna.
Is this a joke to you? You think an outcast Ujeef is in no position to speak ill of the Paripus?
What? No, I didn't mean...
Bloody hell, how does anyone sleep on this old bucket? You feel that shaking earlier? Huh? Could cut the air in here with a knife. What were you two on about?
Everyone's life stories, I suppose.
Indeed. Talking about how I dislike the Paripus.
You and the rest of the world. Or do you think you're special?
We don't have to keep dancing around it, do we, Del? Why can't we be straight with him? Just come out with it, yeah? Tell him you still ain't sure that stuff with Glottel was on the level.
If even we're suspicious, there's no way Lord Luis hasn't worked it out already. Not that it matters to me, anyway. Still, I had to make sure. See for myself whether Lady Juna is on our side or not.
Come on, you two.
Well, that ain't good.
Ah! Something's out there! Look outside! It's a monster! A great briny beast! Everyone to the deck! Quick!
What's happening?
Our prep.
Alright. This might not be...
What now?
This might not be the same old song and dance as it used to be. So just in case, let me double check. A dark sword. She has the medicine.
All right.
Adam Mudo. And... why not Sleep Shot? I know we don't have him on our team right now, but still. And then she's fine. Yeah, I think everyone's pretty much fine. Okay. Alright. See how this goes. Animated.
What is that thing?
Giant Kraken.
The hell are you doing? This is supposed to be you helping those in need, or help!
Now! Hurry!
You alright, still? You realize this changes nothing. We're still...
I mean, you keep flapping your gums as much as you want, but it ain't gonna help us in this situation.
Don't charge straight at it. We've got the arms. We'll clear them out of the way.
Got it. If we don't kill the thing, we're all sunk.
Don't get used to it.
Honestly, these guys are kind of growing on me.
Yeah! Come on over there!
Now's our chance!
We'll slice up some more of the bastard's legs, stick to the body, and take out what limbs you can.
Right.
I don't know about you, but I'm not dying today. Let's get this over with.
If this keeps up, the runner's wrecked! Can we get
Change
the
your
runner's
body.
legs off?
Oh, we can do that in the battle too? Oh, that's cool. Well, good thing I had him prepared. Alright. Increase the defense for everybody.
We knew you'd help. Helpful as ever.
What do we got? Let's start ruling some stuff out. So let's go for a fire attack. Well, it's not weak, but it's not... nice.
The freedom of a wanderer. Lend me your strength.
Nice, I got a Resurrect up.
Maybe the come forth, royal soul.
Out of curiosity. It's not weak to that.
I'll destroy you.
Oh, damn. This troll got shit.
Badly wounded. Can anyone heal him?
Okay.
Attack to deal with, right?
Try ice?
This might sting. Great job, Juna. Now they're weak
After
to
me.
you.
No, I shall vanquish evil. Be ready for anything.
Thank you. Stroll can't take it anymore. Someone heal him.
Heal up. Alright.
Not let us fight as one.
We'll team up.
A mystic shield.
I owe you.
I'll give. Come on, help me out. Behold this power.
Come on! I call the lightning.
Not finding its weakness yet. Nice.
Let's go.
Alright.
I'm all prepared.
What do I got here? Use a heat riser?
Let me help.
Thank you. I stand with blade in hand.
Oh, it only does it for one. I thought this was... Okay. That was on me.
Healing arts.
Helpful as ever.
Fast, dancer. No need to rush
Looks
this.
like we can't brute force through this one.
I call upon a royal soul. Maybe not.
Alright.
Only a flesh. Is everyone okay? Gotta heal up. Someone help him back up. Hey, hey, wake up. We're still in a fight here.
Could do with this.
Juna,
Still,
are you
I
okay?
won't hold back.
You look like you're about to drop.
We can do this.
That helped.
Magic knife.
Go for the nice proclamation.
Is that all? Someone get him back on his feet.
Nice.
Bird, like poetry in Moses. Stroll got knocked out. Can anyone get him back on his feet?
I live to see another day. No holding back.
Someone get him healed up.
Stepping back. I shall
Move back. Just go for the fire damage, I guess.
Magic Seeker. Is there another way?
It's one leg.
That should make things a little more so easily.
Right.
Roll her back. To the rear, let justice prevail. I will not let you die.
My thanks.
Thank you.
That helped.
I've got. I'll show you. Maybe fast, dancer.
Increase the defense.
I owe you. I shall fight as the noble I am. I call upon royal power within.
Did I try? I have not.
I shall vanquish evil.
Let's try it. Nope. It has nothing.
I trust you.
Fast, dancer. I call upon a royal soul.
Howling wind.
Let's do this.
Screw it.
All you've got.
Go for the synthesis.
Lend me your strength.
I'll let you hand myself. Thanks.
Helpful as ever.
Trust me. Is with blade in hand.
Go for the medicine.
My thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Fast, dancer.
Go for that.
They sure don't give up easy.
take out more than one.
Are you prepared? After me! Come on! The power of right on time! Let's go! Let's set it up! Not that. Come on!
Leg.
Let justice prevail. Now come.
That's another turn.
No one here fights alone.
Raging fire.
I shall command! Hack and slash!
Damn.
Vitus power. Now, let's work together. No. Magic seeker.
Let's see here. I'll let Hulkenberg handle it. Or not. Alright.
Is everyone? Let justice prevail. I worthy after all.
No, come on, follow me.
From a vortex.
Let's keep it up.
Lost all of its legs and it's weakened.
Now, what's the play? No holding back!
Dark Sword.
I'll tear you down. Hit hard.
Let's get him some healing.
Nice.
Bird, like poetry in motion. The captain's on his last legs. Someone get
Magic seeker.
Go for the sleep shot.
Like sworn oath of knighthood.
allies together.
Nope. Magic knight.
No, no, no. Go for the medicine.
Helpful as ever.
Thanks.
I knew you'd help.
High fast dancer. Gale.
Commander!
Out of curiosity, let's try the darkness.
Darkness!
Alright, so that's not weak to that. It might not be weak to anything.
Bloody hell!
Rolls badly wounded. Can anyone heal him?
I can't give up now. I feel sick.
Flo hurt bad. Can anyone get on healing duty?
Let's see here.
Here.
There we go.
Observe. Magic knight.
My thanks.
Thank you.
That helped.
High fast dancer.
Increase the defense.
Helpful as ever.
Thank you.
I shall vanquish evil. What a mess. Ah!
Go for the Kande. Okay, so the body itself is weak to Kande.
Lend me your strength.
Good to know.
Magic seeker.
Let's increase Stroll's evasion.
Watch out!
Into the fray.
All right.
Join with me.
If you would.
Hit him up.
Got them right in the weak spot.
Now for a grand maneuver. A bit much.
Give me your aid!
Hit them all.
The magic seeker. No. Let me help.
Increase it. Nice.
Is everyone okay? You gotta heal up. Juna, are you
I'm
okay?
stepping back. For all the great strive for. Healing up.
I owe you.
Thanks.
That helped.
I've got just the dance for you.
I might have something here. Thunderstone. That'll work.
Let it go unused.
Don't let
Let's make an end of it.
Go for another.
They die hard.
It's okay. Come forth, royal soul.
Thunderstone.
Is everyone That's your opening, Captain.
And go for the shield darts, why not?
Nice one, Captain.
Yeah, your turn's over.
I call upon a royal soul.
Give everyone more defense.
My thanks. Are you prepared? The power
Hit him with a Conde.
Maybe not.
Hit the leg.
Tough one. Serve. Oh, power of heroes.
Go for the magic Night Hammer.
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot. I'll show you.
And then hit one of the legs.
That felt great.
I shall no holding back.
He's already...
Burn through
Might as well just go for all of them. 4 turn icons.
I feel sick.
My limbs feel heavy.
Job, everyone.
Nice.
Not a close call. Hulkenberg's sick. She can't fight at her full strength.
Let's go. I'm obliged.
The captain's
I
sick
stand.
and
Behold.
his abilities are down.
We
and healing
stand
magic
together.
can't help him.
Perhaps not this.
I owe you.
Go for Stroll.
Yuna got hit with an ability.
handle feeling
Her
sick.
abilities are way down. Let's get some use out of this.
I shall vanquish evil.
Go for the Conde.
Here's their weak point.
I'll not give in to sickness. Here.
Okay.
My limbs feel heavy.
Stroll's been hit with a sickness. We're in trouble with him weakened.
Damn, I can't anymore.
I crush you.
Screw it.
Yuna got hit with an ability. Her abilities are way down.
Increase the defense.
My thanks.
Thank you.
No holding back. The
With the weakness.
Keep it up.
Vitus power. Now, let's set it up. Make magic seeker.
Leg.
Through. Come. I'll destroy you.
Is everyone okay? You gotta heal up.
I feel sick.
Many people knocked out here. Gotta get that one back. But this'll get ugly. Hulkenberg's down. Get her back up. Come on, not like this.
Alright, let's try that again.
Keeps up. The runner's wrecked. No one here fights alone. It's cool.
My thanks.
I'm obliged.
No, Commander. No, Commander. I call the
The weakness.
Keep it up.
I'm all prepared. Not this. Vitus power.
helpful as ever.
Behold.
The magic Night Hammer.
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
A bit much, actually.
Increase the defense again.
My thanks.
Thank you.
I shall vanquish evil.
Go for the Flame Vanguard.
Evaded.
Only a flesh wound.
Bloody hell.
If we can take out Magic Seeker, that'll mean less attacks to deal with, right?
With healing.
I owe you.
Magic knife. No. Join with me.
Synthesis.
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Maybe not.
Let's get on with it.
If you could.
Is everyone okay? Gotta heal up.
foes could come forth, royal soul. We're not out of
That
this
helped.
yet.
Hulkenberg's in bad shape. She needs help.
Are you alright?
Helpful as ever.
That helped.
Behold this power.
Hey,
Cool.
I owe you.
I'm obliged.
Take a step back.
Are you prepared?
Go for the Conde.
Tougher than I thought.
Wrong one. Nice.
That's some fancy footwork, Stroll.
Magic Seeker.
Helpful as ever.
Let's buff up his evasion. Go for the Magic Knight Hammer.
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot. That's not. Fools! Stubborn, hey?
The Conde.
Their weak point. Keep it
The
up,
freedom.
Stroll.
Magic Seeker.
And Cyclo on that.
That should make things way easier on us.
I trust you.
There we go.
Captain? I'll show you.
Increase the defense.
I owe you. Let's make an end of it.
Go for the full maneuver.
Not done yet.
Let's go. Maybe not. Magic Seeker.
Just attack the leg.
How's that?
Behold! We stand. Get after it, no.
Center.
Right in their weak spot. This is just what I need.
Go for the leg.
Let's keep it up.
I command the power.
Conde.
They won't hold back. Still here? Is everyone alright? Comrades, lend me your strength.
Hit another with the Knight's Hammer.
This I call upon a royal soul.
And then the Vortex.
Smooth dodge, Juna.
My limbs feel heavy.
I can't believe this. Hulkenberg's sick.
Commander, I call the lightning.
That.
The freedom of a wanderer.
Alright, let's
Take it. I'm obliged.
give it to Hulkenberg. Have her use the Magic Hammer. And bingo! There we go.
I only hope this proves me more worthy.
There we go.
I feel stronger.
Nice. I feel stronger.
I shall strive to be
Excellent.
Power can be so
New ability.
intoxicating.
Heartbreak Stratagem negates one enemy's repel magic and repel physical. That's good.
I have retained my edge.
May inflict hex on all enemies. That's good.
We overcame it somehow.
I can't believe this. There are still monsters out here. Forden lied. He lied to everybody.
Either he lied, or he didn't know. Maybe the humans are spreading faster than anyone expected.
Oh, first time we've seen you lot really cut loose. That sure was magic, even with no igniters. Guess that's the kind of power that kills humans. And you can do it too, Lady Juna.
Well, I picked it up from him. You know I've a knack for improvising, love. But we'd never have gotten through this without you two helping us. Thank you.
Of course, my lady.
You too, Fidelio.
Don't mention it. Wouldn't have survived otherwise.
Wait, something's amiss. I still hear water flowing, but It's coming from inside the runner.
Blast! We're dipping awfully low. Getting a bit soggy in here, chums.
Hold on, we're sinking. You've got to be kidding.
Bail the water! You two, help us! What? You can't just order us... Oh, this bloody rust bucket!
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
That was a long day yesterday, huh? Glad that we lived to see another morning. I'm very happy that we survived and are still afloat, but after bailing all that water out, it would seem that my poor back was the causality of the incident. We came through in a pinch, I must say. It's all thanks to that my dear girl is well and safe. Let's pay those old bones of yours for their stirring service.
You're right.
Too true. Maybe a day we would get off those and get to those brothers to lighten up a bit too. So how about it, darlings? Let's take a day to just relax and watch the ocean.
Come on.
Managed to defeat the monster, so why not thank everyone for their efforts? In times like this, people tend to open up more.
Alright then.
Would have been a pleasant trip if not for the monster. I had no idea such a calamity awaited us. Suppose you're too young for something like that to tire you out. Well, I have mind to meditate and recover a bit. Care to join me? Good answer. Have a seat right there. Ah, I give up. Just a fool's errand to attempt to meditate with all this incessant racket. Sure, do you hear this pandemonium as well? It's the cries of all the creatures of the sea. I hear the sounds of the waves. Perhaps this is one of life's many annoyances that only affects the Ujiv. The fish in the sea are in panic. Last night's skirmish with that sea beast has put the depths to a state of chaos.
Well...
Above all of that, however, the surface seems peaceful. Complete about face from last night. Its appearance at least calms my soul. Soothing. Just let yourself relax. Cannot lower my guard yet, especially with those brothers in our midst. No, I suppose they even must realize the futility of agitating a fight on a vessel this small.
Then...
So, am I wrong to assume that this is your first voyage across the sea? I've never been quite this far from land myself. However, I previously visited the beach with my song. We fished together.
I believe...
That holiday occurred at this time of the year. The shore was populated with many others who had the same idea as well. We settled ourselves in a secluded rocky area far from the crowds. I did not tell them it was because we were Ujiv. But in hindsight, I do so dearly wish I would have stood tall and simply enjoyed that moment with my son with no concern of the judgment of others. When my son pulled a fish from the sea, he said, "I guess fish will bite anyone's hook." In other words, it surprised him that a fish would settle for even a Ujiv like him. I never stood up to the discrimination. In my cowardice, I ran from it. And in doing so, I unintentionally taught my son that there was shame in being Ujiv. You couldn't have done anything about it at the time.
Right.
And that's just how I justified it to myself, at least in the moment. And now I think differently. I was wrong then.
My apologies.
I apologize. The regrets of an old man are a poor substitute for rousing conversation. It is no recompense, but allow me to give you this.
Take this.
Perhaps you've heard of an avian creature which soars across the sky in a manner similar to a shooting star? This is sort of an amulet, crafted in honor for it. That great bird seeks its prey in the rivers and seas, which dives from a great height to seize them. It is a hunter which makes no sound and leaves no traces in its wake. Perhaps it's immodest to say as much, but I like to think I once possessed these same qualities. One day I'll regale you with somewhat more stirring stories of my time in the Shadow God. Now that I'm reminded of it, I suppose I've served the royal family as well.
As the clear surface gives way to the glassy ink of darkness, the Gauntlet Runner reaches a remote island. The party gets a good night's rest, grateful for the still land that does not sway them at its whims.
What to pick?
Well met.
I'm certainly no stranger to traveling, but I've no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? Sea breeze is accompanied by a scent that soothes the heart, is it not? That aroma recalls the fresh seafood of Browhaven. My imagination runs wild with possibilities of what waits us next. The insects of such a fertile land must be most flavorful.
Well then.
Your passion for food is almost palpable.
True.
Much of what we consume is quite deadly if eaten raw. We merely honor the sacrifices of our ancestors who suffered so that we may dine safely and deliciously. I've experienced so many wonderful new flavors since our time in Matira. At this rate, I've come to high expectations for Verga Island. Verga is characterized by its isolation from the rest of the world, which I hope will result in heretofore unforeseen ingredients and culinary techniques.
Good.
I feel a ravenous longing for Mastari cuisine, despite having never experienced it. Let us make haste to Verga Island.
All right.
Just an hour later than I realized. I know our journey demands ample rest, but I would like to continue conversing with you.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Luis has sent an emissary to Verga Island. As reported by a crier, it's the elder boy who brought Joanna to the judging. So he stands with Luis then. No doubt he seeks Dracodius.
A gambit to steal the public's gaze, perhaps. Taking a prize from the only land beyond the church's reach. Laughable. The reason we leave those barbarians alone is that we've nothing to gain from them. Your Eminence?
Merely a passing thought.
Let him chase the lance. It changes nothing. With the dawn of Saints' Day, your Eminence's authority will be unshakable as the mountains.
As long as we tell the public that these divine relics truly originated in Sanctism, yes, that should do. The candidates gathered at the Saints' Day Festival will be under the protection of the King's magic. Some of them may use that as a shield to sow violence and discord.
I am aware, Your Eminence. Please, leave everything to your humble servant.
And so, our long sojourn at sea will come to an end today. We should arrive around noontime, but we must make preparations to berth beforehand. Seems like the weather will be hot and humid. I'd like to hope we could just pop in, grab the lance, and pop right back out. I'd be lying if I said we didn't wish the same, but we'd best be prepared for a long stay. That island is infamously insular and closed off. Our welcome will not be a warm one.
Then...
Maybe I should take a nice cold shower before we arrive. We don't know if there will be any real inns for us to stay in.
Narrowly escaping the threat of the sea monster, the party rides the currents of the inland sea to their destination. Verga is a word given to the island by the mainland, meaning uncivilized. But its inhabitants give this name no purchase. Put another way, we are trespassers from a country that has unilaterally regarded the islanders as heretics. To forget this is to invite pointless conflict, as
I can't take this heat. It's enough to cook a man alive.
All my air fur is stuck together.
Do we really have to go this way? There was a beautiful beach just over there.
Chin up now, milady. Easy to get a good backstab when you're coming up behind him, see?
There will be no stabbing, back or otherwise. Honestly.
It's at least true that coming at them head-on would only alarm them. First, we need to find out where this lance is.
You can bet the runner won't be spotted here, eh? Got the wide ocean on all sides. The old girl's not exactly unscathed from the beastie's clutches, so I'll stay back for a spot of repairs. Good luck on the lance hunt, what?
Who's there?
Hmm?
Are you from the outside?
What's wrong?
Telepathy?
Just my imagination, I suppose.
Are you sure you're okay?
All that salt air gets your head. Our chances out here already aren't looking too good.
So, how do we find this lance?
Ideally, we'd blend in with the locals, gather information. But if they really are all Mustari, that might be a bit tricky. Let's see. To start with, we could try staying hidden and observing the village from afar.
Sounds like a right hassle. How many days would you have us playing hide and seek?
Fair point. How long can we actually stay on this island?
Well, given the deadline for arriving in Altabury, it would be best to get the lance and leave by September the 5th.
The sooner we're out of here, the better. Let's go.
Hey, does this place look familiar to you?
Oh, congrats. This is a maze.
We may be a bit lost.
We're kidding. We can't afford to get lost on some godforsaken island. This is a disaster. Oh, I'm sweating through my outfit. And these weird bugs. I've had enough.
What I give for a snack and a cold tub to dunk me head in.
Need you voice every little complaint. You are not the only ones enduring this trek.
Quiet a moment. Running water nearby. Sounds like an open space. Could be a natural spring of some kind.
What? Really? Let's head that way.
Phew. I suppose we might as well if we're lost.
Whoa.
That is pretty.
It's drinkable. Much clearer than the capital's water, too.
Oh, brilliant. I could use a dip to get the salt off me.
Who are you? Can you hear me? Then surely you must be a messenger of the Dragon God.
Is something amiss?
I'm imagining things.
Oh!
Could it be a villager?
You must be the...
Priestess!
I think that's the cue to go.
Del, let's go.
Mainlanders! You're not of this island!
Wait, listen!
Seize them!
Up. Well, that was the cue to go.
Behave yourselves. Now, you're a candidate for the throne, are you not? Here to steal Dracodias, no doubt. And not content with that, you befouled the priestess's cleansing pool. We need hear nothing further. You shall all be executed.
Fastest trial I've had.
Calm down. First off, you can't kill a candidate. Have you not heard of the king's magic?
You beg for your life in vain, wretch.
Hail, I'm told the priestess is ready.
Accept your fate. You're not getting out either way.
What do we do now?
It seems the brothers have fled. Perhaps they've gone to report to Neurus.
I doubt it. Those thugs are here for the lance alone. They care nothing for us.
We can work with that. Can't return without the lance anyway. But I'd rather see if we can break ourselves out, instead of counting on them to save us.
By the way, anyone else find it strange that they recognized a candidate at a glance? I wasn't expecting news to travel this far.
That is a good point.
Probably my fault, I'm afraid. They had a lot of questions, and they weren't gentle about asking.
Wait a minute.
Well,
hey!
Fancy meeting you here.
What did you do this time?
What did you do this time?
Oh, you wound me, sir. I was hoping the word of the Crown Theocracy might be worth something here. Turns out, they prefer chains to questions.
But why are you here?
Why else? I heard some helpless, boneheaded twit of a candidate crossed the waters to Verga Island, so I naturally had to follow. I'd thought stowing away on that Mastari candidate ship might get me safely on the island, and, well...
And now who's the helpless twit? This is ridiculous! Why would a crier go to such lengths anyway?
Seemed as good an opportunity as any. I wanted a peek behind the Sanctus curtain, see what the truth really is. For now, we may as well be patient. You'll have your opening soon enough. The people here, well, you'll find they aren't as monolithic as they'd like.
Have you heard? The Sanctus Church has ordered its adherents to seize all divine relics.
Those zealots go too far. Surely this must be the reason for the Dragon God's wrath.
Don't be alarmed, everyone. Please remain calm.
I didn't realize the Mastari had 3 eyes. I mean, I just kind of assumed that, like, it would have just been part of the culture to wear the mask, but I don't know. Maybe it's sort of a cultural traditional thing where, by all accounts, they wear masks, and maybe taking it off is I don't know. Maybe it's a sign of engagement. Like the ones who are without masks are actually engaged to someone else and married. I mean, that'd be the most believable in my sense. Or maybe it's just sort of a ranking thing.
Master Adeni, there are trespassers upon our island, from ships other than the trade vessels. But we have already captured them. Reportedly, one is a candidate, and one is a crier from the Sanctus Church. They seek Dracodios, the lance of the Dragon God. Until now, the Church has hesitated to intrude in our homeland. We can only assume they are making their move.
I knew it. They think they're untouchable. No offense is beneath them.
That damned Borden. He's not just after our relics. He would silence us forever.
Master Adeni, put them to death! Let us see justice served!
Wait. Our captives have done nothing to hurt any of the islanders.
Why do you hesitate? If they would pervert our dearest beliefs, then they deserve only to be sacrificed. Our livestock are all maddened by disease, our seas are infested with grotesque horrors, and now even our fields lie dead and fallow. The Dragon God must be appeased, else we shall never survive his wrath. It has been our way since time immemorial. When disaster strikes, we offer a sacrifice to the Dragon God that he might ease our woes. It is the most basic of our teachings.
Everyone calm down. All this talk of justice, of sacrifice.
Master Adeni, would you see us repeat the tragedy of the past? With all respect, you abandoned your chase for the throne. You returned to your rightful home. Surely you have accepted that our traditions are the only way. Because of your indecision, because you faltered in your faith to the Dragon God, your father and mother both.
I will have silence.
Master Adeni, please, the sacrifice. We cannot simply suffer in silence.
My brother, do not fear. I have just purified myself for the spring. I'm ready to serve as our people's sacrifice.
It is an interesting garb that she has on.
Yufa.
I am a priestess. I have known from birth that my life's greatest impact would be as an offering to the dragon god. Indeed, it brings me great pride. I can serve my village in a way the priestesses in times of peace could not. If our island might be saved, I will gladly give my life for it.
Oh, bless you, Priestess Yufa. We will not forget your sacrifice.
This will surely appease the dragon god. You are our last hope.
Priestess Yufa, our salvation, our future.
Prepare the ship. I will accompany her to the altar in the Dragon Temple, where Dracodios rests.
You catch that? The Dragon Temple? Sounds like that's where we'll find our lads.
I did a bit of reading on Virga Island once. Army reports say it's surrounded by an archipelago, otherwise uninhabited. And one of them islands is nothing but a massive temple.
Not another soul on them? Strange lot, these pagans. Gotta be bloody stupid to build your big important temple out where nobody can get to it.
Could be. Or maybe they weren't the ones who built it. Either way, we'll need a ship.
Sounds like we better hurry and bail our new crewmates out. All this stink in the square probably means less guards on duty.
Ugh.
Come on, Del, we can't leave 'em high and dry. The fair lady Juna likes 'em, don't she?
And the fair lady's the only one we have to rescue.
Awful cold, Del.
Not getting attached now, are you? You knew going in they might be our traitors. Look, you want to work together, then let me do the thinking, right? I've got all this under control. Oh.
Hey, Del, you're not still hurting from the sea battle, are you?
I'm fine. We'll wait till nightfall. Shadowy business, all this. Lady Juna. Let's get those bindings off. Easy does it now. Calm down, you amateurs.
Thanks. I'd hoped you'd come back for us.
We know where the lance is. Let's move.
Wait, aren't you going to untie the others?
We're your bodyguards, not theirs.
What? Since when do you follow orders to the letter?
I've already told you we can't trust these people, and now it's clear we can't even trust them to protect you.
He did a fine enough job saving your life out at sea.
She's got a good point.
Del!
He's one of us now. Lord Luis gave him direct personal orders, and you'd still leave him to die. I promised Lord Luis I'd keep an eye on him too. If you get him killed, I'm the one who's failed.
Hear, hear. 3 appropriately stealthy cheers for cooperation. And I'd be very much obliged if some generous spirit could get me untied too.
Ugh. Better to let a church leech rot. You're annoying, and you talk too much.
Haha, yeah, I get that a lot. Funny thing though, I get more chatty the more distress I'm in, and I'm quite beside myself here.
We could just shut him up permanently.
No, Del. We don't want to leave a mess. If things get dicey, we've got some meat shields at the least, eh? Gonna need all the manpower we can get if we want that lance.
Is the lance somewhere dangerous?
Well, about that. Turns out this dragon god might be a bit more real than we thought, and more bent out of shape.
They're sacrificing some village lass to it, and the crowd was scared stiff besides. We can't rule out that this dragon's more than a folktale.
So we're to face a dragon? Well, that's just lovely. Untie everyone this instant. Or do you fancy better chances with fewer swords?
Oh, fine, I get it. Just give me a second. Oi, kid. Don't make me regret this.
I'll make sure you do.
You pull your weight or I'll make sure you do.
Oh, forget it. Seems being captured don't make you less a wise arse. Fine, just get over here and I'll let you loose. Oh, you're going last. Considering the size of the island, there's only the one settlement. The chief's young, too, goes by Edeni or something.
Edeni? Was he not the Mastari candidate we met before? I'd no idea he was this island's ruler.
He and the sacrificial maiden are headed for the temple on one of the deserted islands. That's where we find the lance. Oh, and the girl marked for death is his sister.
His own sister?
Something about appeasing the dragon god's anger. All these islanders worship it, and they say the calamities come from its fury.
Is that true?
Course not. Just don't know whether all this superstition is rooted around an actual dragon or a made-up one.
Fair point. I'm curious about this Dracodios being a divine relic myself. If it was found in that temple, then the temple's probably an ancient ruin. Might be the perfect den for a dragon.
Should this creature exist, mortal sacrifice is beyond all reason. No torment is worth taking an innocent life for.
Oh, that's rich from a fallen knight. You think nobody makes sacrifices out there in the real world? Or is all that below you, eh? You ask me, I say at least these people are doing what needs to be done.
Huh, fair enough. Though it would seem beyond the pale, it is not our scale of morality that measures them.
Yet I refuse to stand idly by while innocent lives are at stake.
Who cares about what they do with their lives? We're here for the lance. Got enough problems without you trying to fix theirs.
These people offer up their very lives for peace. They'd only ever told me these lands were wild and uncivilized, but it's like seeing sanctism reflected in a mirror. We'll get the spear, of course, but we won't let anyone die. That should be good enough. We've been saying it since the beginning. We help anyone in need, no exceptions. Right, my friend?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
That settles it.
Indeed. 'Tis the path we've chosen. Let us withdraw to the Sea Runner first. It shall bear us across the waters to this temple island.
Go on. Give them a chance.
Please, help my sister.
You really don't want her to be sacrificed, which understandably so.
Please help my sister Yufa. The temple full of makla.
Pull yourself together, man. He's barely breathing.
Did he just say Magla? I wonder what happened.
We need to get him to the Gauntlet Runner. No, 'tis too deep a wound for its capabilities. To the village, then.
What, are you mad? You just broke yourselves out of that damned place.
We cannot leave him to die.
I don't understand you lot.
No, this could work out for us. He's the island's chief, right? If we save his life, the whole village might come around on us.
What are you talking about? We already know where the lance is. All we have to do now is take it.
And how about this? I'll follow him because I'm assigned to keep an eye on him. And you have to keep an eye on me because you're my bodyguards, right?
Fine. Be my guest. But if it comes down to you or the lance, you know I'll have to take the lance. Whatever happens, I can't trust anyone but my family. And my Lord Luis.
Well, Batlin, looks like you'll have to repay the favor a bit earlier than expected. Go tell Neurus what's going on. To be honest, it's possible we won't make it back.
Getting a bit messy, this. Not that I mind. Consider the favor returned. The Gauntlet Runner's just further down, right?
Right. We'll carry this man back to the village. Give me a hand.
Where am I?
Chief!
I'm still alive.
You're in one of my spare rooms at the inn.
You see, these people brought you here.
Wonders never cease. It's you. But you were being hunted. How did you manage to return safely?
2 of my companions acted as decoys to draw the soldiers away. That was all it took for us to sneak in.
Chief, what happened? Where is your sister?
We made it to the temple, but the air was thick with magla. Some of the island's beasts have turned feral.
I see. I was kind of under the impression that by all accounts, and I still believe this, I was under the impression that more or less he was very hesitant on wanting his sister to be sacrificed.
You mean the melancholia set in?
They made short work of our guards. Yufa and I were separated. I was the only one who fled to the sea.
My word. Then we need to gather more troops. If we don't act, the ritual...
No. Our soldiers cannot stand against those horrors. We'd only be sending more to their deaths.
But...
Then we can do the honors. We've our own reasons to see the lads. And such monsters do not frighten us. But there's something I need to ask you first. Assuming we find your sister, what would you have us do with her?
That is a good question.
Are we ensuring you complete the sacrificial ritual? Or are we bringing her back?
Please, bring her home.
Well, he's not completely devoted to their culture, at least. In the sense of wanting to sacrifice his own sister.
When we left for the Temple Island, I'd intended to let Yufa escape. But when I saw no fear or hesitation in her eyes, I faltered.
So I was right. He doesn't want to see his sister die. Again, understandable.
That's when I realized. It's not just the fate of the island that we've placed on her shoulders. She's been trying to bear all our fears and anxieties. Her life is in your hands. Even if her sacrifice would save us, I don't care. Please, save her. From the curse we've placed on her.
Well said. Spoken like a true leader. Leave it to us. I pledge we will see her safely returned. You've no objections, I trust, Captain?
Yes. Let's get her back.
Right. We're not in the business of abandoning people.
Right. We'll save your sister. In return, though, would you be willing to lend us Dracodios?
So be it.
What? That is the very symbol of our faith.
If they've the strength to overcome the Temple's trials, then they could have already taken the lance for themselves. Yet still they seek permission. I trust them. It seems like they really do believe in what they say.
But they're not like us. They're outsiders.
It doesn't matter what tribe they are. They're people just like us. If the race on the mainland taught me anything, it's that.
Wait, it'll take more than a day to save her, right? Not to be morbid, but will your sister survive that long?
She knows those halls better than I do. If she's found a safe enough chamber, she can stay out of sight. And I made sure to bring food to the temple when we left. She could survive for even 4 weeks. Yufa is a priestess. She knows her life is too valuable to the ritual not to keep going. Your offenses will be pardoned. Anything you need, I'll try to provide. So please, save Yufa.
Well, glad we talked our way out of being thrown back in a cell. This place is rather cozy, especially compared to a prison.
To be free of the bugs is its own comfort.
Wait, weren't you staying in Broilhaven? What kind of rundown hovels do you board in?
Finally, we may come and go as we please. Even if we must bow to Luis's whim, we need not draw the same ire.
I know, right? But lifting the prince's curse will only be the beginning. The public has to recognize him as the rightful king too.
Considering the road ahead, it might do to help as many people as we can while we hunt the lance. And ideally, keep the other candidates in check too.
All done with negotiations, are ya?
I don't know what we'd do without you. It's amazing how you can lead those guards on such a long chase and turn up none the worse for wear.
Ha! No one alive can catch a couple of platypus lads in the woods.
Our job's to get the lance. I assume that hasn't changed? Then nothing else matters.
Well then, let's lay out our situation. Our destination is the Dragon Temple, built on a nearby deserted island. Once there, we search the temple for the divine relic, Dracodios. And while we're in there, We'll also be looking for the village priestess, Yufa.
The hell we will. I thought we made it clear we were here for the lance.
According to Edeni, the lance's actual place in the temple is a close-guarded secret, known only to the priestess herself.
Never simple, is it?
We've got two problems to worry about. Firstly, by now, the temple's positively awash with melancholia. We should expect monsters, and lots of them. And secondly, there is a possibility that this dragon god of theirs is an actual living, and therefore angry, dragon.
Hope we don't have a battle like that ahead of us. But we'd better make sure we don't lose if we do.
And be quick about it, yeah? If you miss your deadline, Lord Luis will assume you're all traitors.
That puts our deadline in 17 days. Beyond that, we can't say if the priestess would survive.
Your pardon? You all, you're going to save Priestess Yufa?
Wouldn't have to if you hadn't sent her to die.
Yes, I know. You're exactly right. But you have to understand, not everyone here wanted sacrifice. To see a girl her age going willingly to die. She's as young as my own child. It's not right. So please.
We will see the girl safely home. You have our word.
All right.
It's a strange irony. We came only for the lance, but even that pursuit has earned us a chance to save a life.
Hardly familiar. You sought me intent on capture, and instead convinced me to join you. You have a knack for opening doors others have closed.
Well, let's get some rest for tomorrow. Getting lost in the wild and captured by soldiers really takes it out of you.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
We gotta prep.
All right.
What now?
It's getting pretty close, so I figure what I'm gonna do is take a look at the temple, see more so what I gotta deal with at first, and then I think we'll call it. Although, look at this place. I definitely like how all these different locations throughout it, by all accounts, have a sort of aesthetic or even color to them.
Excuse me?
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
Like this whole location doesn't feel anything like Grantrat or Martura or Port Brylehaven.
All right then.
They even have like details just in the background, like these stone carvings.
Let us have faith in Lady Yufa.
I won't be forgiving that anytime soon.
departure.
So this is the Dragon Temple. It's not too far from Verga Island, but we have to consider the currents.
Now then.
This place...
Let's see here.
You would pursue peril.
So we bring the fight to them.
What now?
You see?
All right then.
Let's go!
A word of warning. Okay.
Yufa.
All right then.
Let's go!
Reading her diary.
All right.
Navigating the archipelago's currents north of Verga Island, the Dragon Temple comes into view. It is dedicated to the dragon god, Et. The Gauntlet Runner pulls into the shores of the isolated island.
We're here. Maybe the tide was with us this time, but that was a much quicker trip than I thought.
What's up, Del? You seasick?
No. And keep your eyes on them, not me. Don't want them pinching the lance and doing a runner.
You really worry too much, mate. Once you've got doubts in your head, you don't know how to let them go.
That's the Dragon Temple.
Just as I thought. I've seen this exact view in historical art. It's as ancient as ruins come. Perhaps the reason the Sanctus Church doesn't want anyone near the island is that they want whatever's inside to stay buried.
I'd avoid it too if I could. The place looks totally overrun with magla. We're definitely gonna find some monsters in there.
This melancholia aura is most ominous. What is this magic? And from whence is it born? We only ever see it when faced with grave burdens.
Might not be unrelated. We know magic is possible without an igniter. In other words, magla can be controlled by the mind alone.
You venture that it springs from mortal minds?
Hey, you lot about finished. Let's get on with it.
He's right. Let's hurry on.
All right.
We're off. Oh.
Look at the entrance. What's going on here?
It's some kind of giant tree, right?
but it almost feels like it's radiating pure magla.
We shall force our way through if we must.
The woods
That
turns
didn't work.
aside all steel. It's no normal tree. The Melancholia's influence, maybe.
That's the best you've got, old man. Too sloppy by half. I'll show you how it's done. Del, what's wrong?
Nothing, I'm sound. Just dizzy, that's all.
Hey, Del! Whoa! You're burning up! Why?
Allow me.
He was wounded against the human we fought at sea.
Your foot is badly injured. It is infected and inflamed. What possessed you to hide this?
I said I'm fine. Stop wasting time.
A wound-borne fever can turn fatal. We should turn back.
She's right, Del. We've got to get that looked at.
Basilio? Are you gonna listen to me or not?
Oh, please. You don't get to die like an idiot. From an infected foot of all things. Learn to rely on your allies. That's what a real warrior does.
Sorry, Del. I can't afford to listen to you this time.
You damned fool.
We need to get back to the village. Every second counts. Teleporting might be our best bet.
Right. We'll be seen, but we don't really have a choice right now. We can't get into the temple like this anyway. Let's ask around back at the village to find out if there's a way in.
Basilio, carry him to the bunk inside the Gauntlet Runner. Also, once we get moving, don't leave the room or look outside. We're charging home full throttle, understood?
What? Right, got it.
Hey.
Hey, everyone. How's Del doing? You can help him, right? It's a good thing he came back immediately. One mind more of this and he'd be lost. Let rest easy, boy. I've treated him with both magic and material cures. Good hearty Parapus constitution should be all he needs to fight the fever. Okay, that's good. However, we'll have to stay on bed rest even once the fever's down. If he pushes himself too far too fast, he'll never walk on that leg again. Listen to her, Varyu.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. And actually, there's one more thing we can use the wisdom on.
I see.
Giant tree in the temple. I didn't see it when I was in the area. If it's grown that much in such a short time, it might be magma exposure. The temple's positively leaking stuff. I believe I understand. Your aim is to destroy the tree. A concoction known to the ancients as a potion of blight may be a wisest choice. Truth be told, there is no record of the ingredients needed to make it. All I know is that they're not found on this island. I've even heard that something that induces thirst is needed. If you could bring me that, I'll try my hand at concocting the potion of blight.
Understood.
Shut them down. If you wanted to get into the temple, we'll have to do something about that tree.
Let's give it a shot.
Hey.
Sorry, Lady Juna. Well, you see, someone's got to stay around and look at Adele. That'd be silly, boss. Of course you should stay with him. You know he'd chase right after us otherwise. Hate to say it, but we're short on time as is. The good Lord might have to handle all his temple shite alone. Seems like debts are piling up, eh?
Listen.
You don't need to worry about it. This is about when Del says something like, "Hey, they're gonna roll to the lance, waste them all." That's me. I don't think your law is so bad. I trust you.
Yeah.
So, we'll hang about here and you lot sort out the lance and, well, the priestess girl and all if you like. Can't exactly turn me back on my own sister after all you've done with your own brother now. Oh God. Delia could stand to learn a lot about you if you ask me.
Yep.
Don't worry, you can leave it to us.
Time marches on, and the
I swear, doing these different accents, I think it's getting to me, because now I can't even understand what I'm saying.
Nonetheless,
a giant tree blocking our way to the Dragon Temple. I'm very much looking forward to covering the potion of light. You gotta hear yourself, love. We don't have all the ingredients. Seems like there's something about it that makes it tough to gather all of them here on the island. Indeed. It would seem we have no choice but to track those down first. Imagining delay when both the priestess and the lands we seek sit inside the temple, beyond our reach.
True.
We have no idea how big that temple is on the inside, nor what manner of enemies await within. It will be likely more difficult than any of our previous encounters.
Let's focus.
Really?
What now?
Alright, yeah. If this is gonna be, like, a fetch quest and whatnot, I think it's good to call it here and then come back later. Yep, but yeah. Genuinely, I'm definitely getting more into the vibe of things. I have no idea how long this game is genuinely going to go for, but from the sounds of how this whole King's Race thing is going, if I had to hazard a guess, I would think that more or less I am about, I guess, halfway done? I'm not sure about that, but more or less, I think just this one's more or less gonna take a while as well. So I think Monday, do another 2 o'clock stream, go for as long as possible, and do the quest as much as possible, and then Friday, if I'm not done with this by then, again, like, do another, like, if I'm not done with, like, by all accounts, like, getting to the end and everything, doing another 2 o'clock stream and going for as long as possible and getting through all of this. And then, yeah. More or less, yeah, I think that's pretty much gonna be doing it. And, yeah. I gotta definitely say that Metaphor ReFantazio is definitely... Honestly, I've been enjoying myself a lot more with it than I thought I would have, honestly. But in terms of, like, a JRPG and everything, in terms of the story, I genuinely am enjoying this. Like, it's up there with, in my eyes, like, the story and whatnot, the characters, it is up there with something like, I would say, Final Fantasy IX in terms of experience, in terms of just entertainment, because I think 9, by all accounts, in terms of Final Fantasy, is my favorite entry out of the series. But yeah, yeah, it's coming along pretty damn well, and I'm getting really into the midst of things. So, yeah, more or less, I think we're going to call it for today, and then we'll be back with more Metaphor, pretty much around 2 in the afternoon for me. And we'll see where we go from there. So, thank you all so much for joining, and I don't really have anything planned in mind for the weekend, necessarily. I do have a Thursday stream in mind that is going to... It is going to be a 4th of July stream, so it's going to be another 10-hour stream I usually do. But that I'm bringing... this time around, I got a game in particular that I haven't played in a while. So I hope to actually get on that. And then once I'm done with Metaphor, hopefully I can be able to continue playing it if I'm not done with it. But either way, yeah, more or less next week is going to be looking to be pretty busy regardless. So thank you all so much for joining me. If you want to support me personally, I have a shop on shop on Redbubble. You can support me on ko-fi.com/Sozo-sha. You can check out my social media, which is all in the link tree below. I have Blue Sky, I have Kara, I have an art station where I put my portfolio, and so on and so forth, yeah. So, yeah, this has been pretty fun. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you all in the next one. And remember, you're always welcome in Cafe Autumn, as long as you're not a cunt. Take care.
Okay, busy, my head is spinning, feel dizzy, like ring around. Ain't feeling rosy, wanna see the homies, but I'm leaving home and never stick around. Always on the move, bags packed, grab snacks, fast track, lift off. But I crash fast, gas tanks, ran past that last drip drop, like ooh. Need a day to just catch my breath, feeling drained, I wanna get some rest. Sleep too long on these few times, but each new dawn I miss my bed. Serious about commas, but a period's what I want. Really missing the calm of full freedom, missing all qualms, yeah.